Okay, in this video we're going to look at the very basics of a few text editors that you can use in the terminal. And I have the list here of the ones we'll look at. Pico, maybe I'll bold that, and VIM, and Emacs. So those are the ones we'll look at. If you're on your computer, then you would use text edit on a Mac and Notepad on a Windows. So if I'm here, I can type a file, hello there, and I can save this. So I can say save, and it's going to want the file format. So if I say, it does not give me the option that I want. So a rich text document is not just text, it saves the, it's like a Word file, it saves the formatting as well. Alright, so we'll just go straight to our terminal and do it there. I'm going to log into my class account. Okay, I have a file hello.txt, and the first text editor we'll look at is Pico. And with all of these, you type the name of the text editor, and it's case sensitive. So if I do, it's lowercase Pico, if I say this, it doesn't do anything. So for any of these, if I give the file name, if I give the directory name, command, Pico, and then the second thing, it's going to read this file and show it to me. Okay, so now this is like I have TextPad or Notepad or Word open looking at the file. I can use my arrows. I can type. This is a great file. Isn't it awesome? Notice that there's nowhere that I can say the font or anything like that. It's just the text. And then on the bottom there are commands that I could do. So this would be like clicking buttons in Word. So if I'm in Word here, let's do a new file. So over here I have my menu at the top of things I can do, and then I have buttons here. In the text editor, my options are at the bottom. And the little caret stands for control, holding control down. So if I hold down control, I'm holding control down. If I do O, that's for write out. Now it's at the bottom and it's waiting for me to do something. The cursor is down there and it wants to know, do I want to write it to that file name, which is the same, or do I want to do a different file name? And whatever I want to do, I type it and then press enter, or I could cancel with Control C. Okay, so now that saved it. If I want to exit, there's exit down there, Control X. Now if I look at the ls-l, the hello.txt is now 48 bytes because I typed more information there. I could look at it with less hello.txt. That just shows the file, but I can't change it. And Q is for quitting less. If I want to change it again, I can do hello.txt again. Okay, and there's other there's other commands that you could run there, but that's the very basics. That you can use the arrows to browse through. You can type, and then Control O to write out, and Control X. So let's look at Pico. So all you really have to remember is that the caret on the bottom means hold down the Control key. Okay, and that's often the first editor that people use because you don't have to remember the commands. You can look at them on the bottom. Next one I'll show you is VIM. Okay, VIM is showing there. It's now showing me also at the bottom, it's showing me the position of the cursor. So right now I'm on line 3, position 1, 2, 3. You can see that number down here changing. If I want to type here, I'm supposed to go into insert mode. And if you just start typing random things, you can see that it doesn't quite just start typing. Okay, so this is a little different to where you don't just start typing, because if you do, it'll do weird things. I have the basics over here. The things you need to remember is you can use the arrows to browse around. Now if you want to actually change something, you type I for insert. So I'm going to type I. Didn't actually insert anything there, but it went into insert mode. Now if I type, hello, this is great, and if I do a backspace, it does the thing that you would think. Alright, now if I want to get out of insert mode, I press escape. I'm not in insert mode anymore. If I want to save the file, it doesn't show me at the bottom what I'm supposed to type. I'm just supposed to know or look it up. The thing to type is colon, and now that showed up on the bottom, the colon, and W for write. Okay, so that saved the file. So the things to remember is you can use the arrows to browse around, I for insert mode, then you can type, escape for get out of insert mode, colon W to write. And now if you want to quit, it doesn't tell you what you're supposed to do. It's colon Q for quit. Alright, so that's VIM, and the basics that you need to remember is right here. Alright, another option, and the one that I tend to use just because that's the one I started using, is Emacs. Okay, so now there's the file. I can use the arrows to browse around, and this is like Pico where I can just start typing. This is the best ever, isn't it? Okay, now if I want to save the file, it doesn't tell me what I'm supposed to type. The way to save is Control X, so hold down Control and press X. Okay, at the bottom it shows that I typed Control X and it's not done. It's actually, you need two things, and now I need Control S. So let me make another change, and here is another line. Okay, the stars down there show that it's been modified since it was last saved, and I need to do Control, hold down Control and press X, let go of the Control, hold down the Control and press S, and then it's saved. To exit, I do Control X and then Control C for close. So the X is for execute command, and then S for save, and C for close. And those are the very basics. You can use Pico to start off with because you don't have to remember anything. VIM and Emacs are better in general. So let me just show you an example. I'll show you a C++ program. So here is a C++ program, and this is in Emacs, and this formatting here, the colors, is not actually in the file, but Emacs understands C++ and it puts the colors there for us. And it also displays the line number there, and if I type if I go to edit this file, I don't have access to do that. So it does this this tabbing as well to make sure the program is lined up nicely. So Emacs does that, also VIM does that as well. So you can see the colors there, and it'll also do some of the auto formatting. You can start off with Pico, but then you'll sometime soon I'll have you switch to VIM or Emacs. Alright, that's the very basics of text editors. Now we can really play around, so I can make a file here. Pico, let's see, we know how to do directories, mkdir notes. I could go into notes, and I could say vim my name.txt, I for insert, and I could put my name, Jeff Kinney, escape, do exit insert mode, :W to write, :Q to quit. So there's my name. I could create another file, say use Pico, interests.txt or something. I am interested in things. Okay, and then Control-O to write, Control-X. Okay.